Hello and welcome to the second lesson in our Conversational Urdu course. So, in this lesson, you will learn about exchanging basic information and using personal pronouns in Urdu. So, let's start today's lesson. Exchanging basic personal information. Basic information about yourselves and others can be expressed with sentences of the form I am, you are, he is, etc. In Urdu, as in English, there are two closely related structures that are needed to form sentences of this type. Personal pronouns or words like personal pronouns consist of words such as I, you, he, she, it, and the forms of verb to be that accompany them. Take a look at the Urdu personal pronouns below. So, personal Urdu personal pronouns, you should note this that Urdu personal pronouns show or are represented from right to left form. So that's why it might give you a little bit of confusion if you are looking at it for the first time. So from right to left, number one is first person, that is I in English, and in Urdu we call it मैं. Plural is we in English and हम in Urdu. Second person pronouns singular is you. In English, singular and plural are the same, but in Urdu we have three variations of you, just like tu is singular you, and it's there are two plurals of tu in Urdu. First is tum, and the second is aap. For the third person in English, we have he, she, it, and they in plural form, but in Urdu we have two variations of it, ye and wo. And in plural form we have the same word for they, that is ye and wo. So Urdu's multiple words for you express varying degree of respect and intimacy. We will return to these in greater detail later in this chapter. The simple present form of the verb hona, to be, that accompany these pronouns are listed below. In the next slide, we'll look at them. So, these are some of the examples. मैं Ali हूँ means I am Ali. So this whom is a variation of to be form. To be form is called होना in Urdu. This is a variation of that. I am American. मैं अमरीकी हूँ. I am a student. मैं तालिब इल्म हूँ. I am not a teacher. मैं टीचर नहीं हूँ. So teacher will be the same. So नहीं is not in Urdu. We are students. हम student है. So for students we have a word other than student, that is talib ilm, but we can also use them. Now, like at this level, you can use nouns in the same like in English or any other language to and place them in Urdu sentence that will make sense. Are you Pakistani? क्या तुम पाकिस्तानी हो? Are you the teacher? क्या आप उस्ताद हैं? So these are some of the examples. As seen in previous chapter, the words ye and wo correspond to English this and that. It's we discussed that in chapter 1. The words ye and wo have several additional meanings, including the plural meanings ye, these, and wo, those. Compare ye hai means this is, and ye hain. So hain is nasalized as compared to hai. So this hai represents plurality. These are ये हैं, वो है, that is, वो means that is, and वो हैं means those are. The words ye and wo also function as third person personal pronouns like he, she, it, and they. Ye and wo express proximity. That this is important to note. Proximity differences rather than gender differences. Like ye hai means he, she, it is, and they and also they immediately present or close by, and wo means he, she, it, they at a distance. So if you want to say who is this? It means ye kaun hai? And who is he at some distance, you will say wo kaun hai. So the same can be used in sentences like he is my friend. वो at a distance वो मेरा दोस्त है. And if you want to say something about your friend and he is close by, you can say ये मेरा दोस्त है. He is my friend. He is close to yourself, like due to proximity. They present are all Americans. ये सब अमरीकी हैं. Both of them not immediately present are Pakistani. वो दोनों means both. वो दोनों पाकिस्तानी हैं. The next discussion in our chapter is expressing respect through plural forms. Plural forms are commonly used in Urdu to refer respectfully to individuals. In other words, ye hai plural. This is more respectful than ye hai. So see the difference. The difference is only in to be form. So this verb, plurality of verb shows respect in Urdu. Both. So if you are talking about someone older than you can always use plural form of verb, plural form of adjectives, plural form of pronoun for them, for him. So he will be a singular person, but he will understand that you are talking about him with respect when you are using plural form with him. So on the second line, both plural second personal forms आप हैं and तुम हो, you are more respectful than the singular form तू है. So one more important thing to remember at this point is in the third person, he, she, it is generally considered polite to use plural forms when talking about individuals such as elders, teachers, public figures. For example, plural pronouns and verbal forms are generally appropriate when talking about a parent or a peer of one's parents. Using the singular number to describe an elder would often be considered disrespectful. Sentences like the following would therefore be appropriate when describing one's father. He is a doctor. So in English, we say he is a doctor. So I don't think there is a way to show respect in this sentence, but in Urdu we have that. So that is wo doctor hain. So this ending part of verb to be is nasalized as hain. He is from Pakistan. वो पाकिस्तान से हैं. This हैं part is nasalized. He is not Indian. वो हिंदुस्तानी नहीं हैं. Not है, but हैं. The singular number can be used when talking about people such as friends of equal age and younger, those to whom one does not usually show deference. However, as the plural number is more respectful, it is often used when referring to a person who is immediately present and his or her family members. Like when you a person is immediately present, you will use plural form to show respect to him. Or if you're talking about a person and one of his family members, his or her family members are present, then again you'll be talking with respect. So singular number can be used when talking about people such as friends of equal age and younger, those to whom one does not usually show deference. However, as the plural number is more respectful, it is often used when referring to a person who is immediately present and his or her family members. In the second person, you, Urdu has three degrees of respect: tu, tum, and aap. The second person pronouns express different degrees not only to show respect but also of intimacy. So when you are using tu is the only second person that is singular in number, both tum and aap are grammatically plural and hence more respectful. So tu can be used only when you are showing lowest degree of respect, but at the same time you are showing highest degree of intimacy. It is commonly used in romantic songs and poetry. So you should always avoid using tu as a beginner. Like you should not use tu in any condition. So so that you might not offend anyone while practicing your Urdu. So tum is plural pronoun expresses a medium level of intimacy and respect is appropriate to use with individual known as a known on a familiar basis who are either equal or lower in social status. People who fall into this category include friends and casual acquaintances of roughly the same age or younger and household staff. Aap is more respectful, and you should always use aap with elders and social superiors such as teachers, boss, mentors, and colleagues in a formal work environment. For classroom practice, for practice, I will suggest you to address your classmates always with aap. So here are some examples. Where are you? Where are you from? So it's respectful. You'll say, आप कहाँ से? So कहाँ से means where from. आप कहाँ से हैं? Are you Indian? क्या आप हिंदुस्तानी हैं? Where are you from? So you are talking about someone familiar. So तुम कहाँ से हो? So this तुम shows familiarity. Are you Iranian? क्या तुम ईरानी हो? Are you a student? क्या तुम student और तालिब इल्म हो? In the first person, I, we, in certain regions, speakers use the first person plural pronoun hum, we, to refer to themselves as individuals I. This does not necessarily, this does not show respect, but it's a way of saying that. Like, I am fine will say, hum theek hain. So, in order to avoid ambiguity with plural forms, like if either we are talking about someone plural pronouns or we are talking about someone with respect, for that purpose we can add some words, we can insert some words to explicitly plural words such as log, sub, or dono. Log means people, sub means all, and dono means both. So let's read some examples about that. Where are you, plural people? तुम लोग कहाँ हो? Are both of you Indian? क्या आप दोनों हिंदुस्तानी हैं? They are all from Pakistan. वो सब पाकिस्तान से हैं. In summary, this chapter has represented a significant amount of new information. So in following are some of key takeaways. So you should memorize the pronoun chart that and its accompanying to be forms, just like I am, मैं हूँ, we are, हम हैं, and like that. Remember that ye and wo have multiple meanings. The meaning of ye is this, these, he, she, it, and they proximate. And those of wo are that, those, he, she, it, they. The plural number applied to individual signals respect. There are three respect intimacy options for you. Singular tu is so intimate that it is not used very often. Tum is common word for you to show familiarity, and aap is the option that expresses the most respect. Both tum and aap are grammatically plural. Now, once we have gone through this discussion of grammar rules, now we will be covering some vocabulary. And after covering this vocabulary, you will go through some exercises.
आदमी, औरत, बच्चा, बच्ची, लड़का, लड़की, उस्ताद, स्टूडेंट, टीचर, तालिब इल्म, अफगानी, अमरीकी, ईरानी, पाकिस्तानी, चीनी, हिंदुस्तानी, उदास, ठीक, खुश, नाखुश, शादीशुदा, अच्छा, और, बिल्कुल, भी, बहुत, दोनों, सब, लोग, क्यों, लेकिन, या.
So once you have listened to this vocabulary list, so the way you should go through this vocabulary is you should listen to one word at a time and try to repeat that. So in this way you will not only be improving your pronunciation but also getting new words into your memory, and you will also be able to know if you know this word already or this is new for you. So let's go through this vocabulary list. Admi, औरत, बच्चा, बच्ची, लड़का, लड़की, उस्ताद, स्टूडेंट, टीचर, तालिब इल्म, अफ़गानी, अमरीकी, ईरानी, पाकिस्तानी, चीनी, हिंदुस्तानी, उदास, ठीक, खुश, नाखुश, शादीशुदा. So here are some more additional, there are some additional words here. अच्छा, और, बिल्कुल, भी, बहुत, दोनों, all, people, लोग, सब, लोग, क्यों, लेकिन, या. So the word acha meaning, basic meaning of acha is good, but it has many additional uses. As an explanation, it is used to express surprise at something that another person says. It is also used as a filler word in conversation to acknowledge that one is listening to what the other person is saying. Ustad is often used for both male and female teachers. The specifically common female form, feminine form, Ustani, is used for female teachers. So say there is some more explanation of how different words are used and how these have been developed from different languages. So you can go through that. So now let's move to this first exercise. So this first exercise is read aloud and translate these sentences into English. So as you have gone through this grammar rules, and if you are aware of Urdu script, I will recommend you to translate these sentences into English and write your answers in the comment box. So for those of you who don't know Urdu script, for them, I have brought this Roman Urdu script for you. You can read these Urdu sentences and translate them into English and write them in comment box. I'll be checking everyone and I'll be giving replies to every comment on this exercise. So the next exercise, I can read these for you. मैं अमरीकी हूँ, आई एम अमेरिकन. तुम हिंदुस्तानी हो या पाकिस्तानी? आर यू इंडियन और पाकिस्तानी? मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ, आई एम पाकिस्तानी. मैं लाहौर से हूँ, आई एम फ्रॉम लाहौर. अच्छा, मैं भी पाकिस्तानी हूँ. ओके, आई एम आल्सो पाकिस्तानी. मैं कराची से हूँ, आई एम फ्रॉम कराची. सीमा और निदा दोनों हिंदुस्तानी है. सीमा एंड निदा बोथ आर हिंदुस्तानी और इंडियन. हम सब लोग पाकिस्तानी, वी ऑल आर पाकिस्तानी. क्या तुम तालिब इल्म हो? आर यू अ स्टूडेंट? मैं तालिब इल्म नहीं, उस्ताद हूँ. आई एम नॉट अ स्टूडेंट, आई एम अ टीचर. हम सब तालिब इल्म हैं, वी ऑल आर स्टूडेंट्स. ये दोनों तालिब इल्म अमरीकी हैं. Both of these students are American. Now, from number 11 to 20, if you haven't done yet, so number 11 to 20, you can do the same way and you can write your English translation in the comment box. Now, those of you who are still there and interested in practicing what you have learned in today's lesson, you can translate these sentences into Urdu and write. If you know Urdu script, more than welcome. Write your answers in comment box. I'll be checking each and I'll be replying each comment. So who are you? It's familiar. तुम कौन हो? तुम is familiar one. Who is he? So it's up to you. If you want to show proximity, closeness, like he is close by, so you can say ye kaun hai. And if you want to say that is at a distance from you, he is at a distance from you, you can say wo kaun and then hai, it's plural form. Who is she? Wo kaun hai? Familiar. Ye kaun hai? So hai shows familiarity. Both of us are absolutely fine. हम दोनों, absolutely means बिल्कुल. हम दोनों बिल्कुल ठीक हैं. Now, I have done four. Remaining four, you can do them in the comment section and I'll be checking them. Okay, now the third exercise is, so you can do this with your peers or with your someone present next to you. So using these words, you need to make sentences or ask someone else that if he is or he is not. So I can do three for you, and remaining three you can do for me. Are you Indian? क्या आप हिंदुस्तानी हैं? मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ. I am Pakistani. क्या they all American? क्या वो सब they all, क्या वो सब अमेरिकी हैं? So now you can do four remaining. Now you can do them in comment section and I'll be checking. Exercise 4. So you are attending a professional conference in South Asia. Your classmate will play the role of other attendees, mingle with your classmates, introduce yourself, and find out who each person using the appropriate level of respect. So you can use up in that. Ask your classmates questions to find out the information below and note their answers. So you can do that. So the questions, so the person who the the viewers can do this exercise in this way, like you can write three questions from this. How will you ask the name of a person, and how will you ask where is he from and which city he is from. You can say आप कहाँ से हैं, and for nationality you can ask uh, क्या आप, like American, Iranian, Hindustani, like that. So next exercise 5, which is last exercise. So imagine you have arrived late at the conference and have missed introductions. Your classmates are other attendees. Talk to the person next to you and ask him or her to identify all of the other people in the meeting. Be sure to use appropriate level of respect. So this is the last exercise. If you have made till this point, I congratulate you and I thank you very much for being here with me. And I hope that in the coming days I'll be uploading more lessons to it. And please subscribe. Your support matters a lot. Goodbye.